Hey everybody, this is Beelit, and I've got another subscriber skirmish match for you guys today. This one is against Reborn Joker. The first little set of matches that we played, I think it was only two matches actually, were Puppet versus Puppet, and actually a lot of fun. I enjoyed playing against Reborn Joker. The matches weren't super high competitive, and that's nice to have every now and then. A lot of times when you play someone, especially on this game, it's super competitive, and they're doing whatever they have to win, and it gets a little tiring. And now that's not to say that we were just screwing around, just randomly mashing buttons, but it wasn't live or die, So I enjoyed these matches. And I really do enjoy puppet matches because there's a lot that you have to take into effect, at least when you're playing it in this way. Some people, just kind of spam the projectiles and, whatever, that's their thing. But if you play it with a focus on melee, it can actually be a really fun and really entertaining matchup. Now I feel like Chio is kind of underrated. I don't see Chio a lot, but Chio is one heck of a character. Even if you sub Chio, that doesn't mean that you're out of the combo. A lot of times you'll get stuck in some weird kind of, I want to say glitch hit stun. So you can sub out of a combo and it won't be hitting you anymore, but you can't move, and that can be kind of frustrating. But it's how Chio works. Yeah, I hope that they kind of address that issue in generations. But yeah, I think this was a cool match, and you'll see a lot of fighting going on. There's a lot of treachery that goes on in puppet matchups. I do really enjoy puppet matchups a lot. And once you kind of learn the ins and outs, it can be a very entertaining match and very action packed as well. So I actually wanted to talk about the subscriber skirmish rules. I'm actually going to be redoing the subscriber skirmish rules soon. I I thought that they were complete. I thought that they were really good, but I wanted to put them out there anyway, and I wanted to test them just in case. I wanted to make sure that they were good and that they were foolproof, because I wanted to carry on the subscriber participation for different games, and I want it to be an ongoing thing. So I wanted to make sure that everything was set up the way that it needed to be, and so this was a good test. And I actually found out that it was a really small thing, but it was kind of a big deal. And the thing is, I said, in your friend request to send me, the specific information. But when I accept that friend request, the message goes away. So if I don't write it down before I accept the friend request, then it's gone. And even if I do write it down, paper, you can lose a piece of paper rather easily. I mean, it's not like you just toss it in the air and just forget about it, but it is possible to lose a piece of paper, to mistake it. Things happen. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to redo it and say, send a friend request, and then also send another message, a separate message with information. That way I can protect that message and make it so I can't delete it without removing the protection first. So I'm going to put that on the PlayStation and make sure that it is saved and that I can always go back to it, and it's always going to be there. I'll probably make a hard copy, a piece of paper anyway, but having that there is very easy. It's very accessible. And it keeps things, kind of neat and organized. So that's probably what I'm going to do. If you've already sent the information, there's actually I missed one person. I don't remember the information that they gave because they're the person that I discovered the problem with. Where I discovered that the friend request having the information was a problem. So I don't actually remember their information, but I will. I will try to make another. No, I will make another video, so that everyone's clear. But if you actually want to go ahead and do it now, actually, what I'm going to switch up what I'm asking for just a little bit. You have to say that you want to participate in Subscriber Skirmish, but I also want you to tell me your YouTube username. It's not too hard, you can just keep your YouTube page up, and just write it down. But that way I can go ahead and check on my own to see if you're a subscriber. And then the time zone and the mic. And again, you have to agree to play by the rules that I set forth before. Those are not going away. I'm probably going to explain them a little bit more clearly so that people don't find a cheap way around it in a future video. But that's my plan for now. That's how I'm going to do it, and I think that that's going to be more effective. I think people are going to find that a little bit easier. Don't be intimidated to send me a friend request, by the way. I don't bite. As long as you give me the information, I'll accept it. It's not a big deal. There's no need to be nervous about it. The whole point of the Subscriber Skirmish is to have fun. So if you're not having fun, then if you're getting nervous, about something as small as sending a message to me, it doesn't fit the purpose. So back to the matches. This is Kaiba. I always forget how to pronounce that name. And Kakashi. I'm not very experienced with Kakashi. I just kind of throw him out there just for fun. And I think that Kaiba, crap, man, I really have to figure out the proper pronunciation. I think it's Kiba. That's just what I'm going to say. So, Kiba is actually a very strong character in this game. Many people use him as a Chakra Dash Ultimate character, which is very unfortunate. Firstly, because that gameplay is pretty stupid, in my opinion. But also because they're missing out on all the cool things that he can do. If you don't know, he can actually get an ultimate off of his tilt, which is pretty cool. I think it's pressing the tilt 2 times and then you time it. It's very effective, I think. Pretty entertaining and fun to get off too. And it's a little bit more style than a stupid Chakra Dash ultimate. But he's also a very effective fighter. He turns around pretty quickly. Very tenacious. The throw is pretty good. And if you use the Hinata and Shino team, they really cover up Kiba when he's attacking. So they really allow you to be very, very aggressive. Plus, you get you get the added bonuses of them being an actual team, like a team from the show. So you get that added bonus. So you get improved stats. So really, Kiba is an amazing character that is really underutilized and not really played to his full potential. So you'll see, he's effective. He works. I'm not too good with my substitutions, but I still think that Kiba is one heck of a melee character. Yeah, I think that he's a pretty good character. Kakashi, I'm not too familiar with Kakashi. I don't use him a lot. I just recently started throwing him out there just to see what I could do with him. I really like his tilt. When you finish it, you can actually go into the enhanced lightning blade, the I guess running beast or whatever, and you can do a really good amount of damage off of that. And I think I go for that a little bit too often. I think that may be a problem. I believe his neutral combo is the one that ends with the Fire Blast, and that one is pretty hard to sub. So that's an often used combo. That's probably his go-to. And the Lightning Blade is actually very effective. He has a very, very good throw, and you can catch people off guard with the throw quite often, actually. Really good for, kind of trapping them and, making them sub from one thing and then hitting them with a throw when they come back. So Kakashi is definitely one of the best characters in the game. I'm just not too familiar with him at this point. He also has a great ability to take down long-range characters because of his ultimate, which pretty much just goes straight on them. I didn't actually mean to do that sub throw. I meant to do the throw before I subbed, but yeah, it just came out. So he actually has a great ability to take down these long-range characters through his ultimate. Deidara has to be careful against Kakashi, because if Deidara is using the ranged combos, Kakashi will nail him. Just bam, right off the bat, and there's nothing that Deidara can really do to stand up against that. Deidara has to stop using those combos. Same thing with Tintin. Shino is not as big of a problem with that, because Shino's combos are not very, very long ranged. Normally, I think the way that people use Shino is in more of a close range setting. I think what I personally do with Shino is I try to stay close to the opponent, and I try to kind of pressure them, and I use the circle attack, the circle combo twice, and then I go into the down projectile combo, which is very, very effective. I think that is essentially how you want to kind of use Shino. I don't think that he's a long range character. I think he's a projectile character, but he's not a long range projectile character. Tamari also has to be careful of Kakashi's ultimate, and so it gives him a really, really good ability to deal with just about everything that anyone could offer. He's really probably the best all-around character in the game. He can deal with everything that you could throw at him. His air combo is actually pretty good, and you'll see Kiba gets a nice combo in there on me. But Kakashi's air combo is pretty good, and it's got a decent range on it, and it's pretty quick. You'll see me still using the tilt. I think this is actually with my new controller. I'm not entirely sure. It might not be, but maybe it is, because I seem to be using the tilt a little bit too often. So that might have been the new controller. I actually got a new controller, one that has a working analog stick and a working R2 button. A little story about the controller, though. Actually, no, this wasn't with the controller. The R2 button came to me squeaking. So that's the button that I use for substitutions in Storm 2. And it came to me squeaking, and I'm very concerned about using it for this game because of the, I guess, necessity of mashing, the button. And I'm very soft with my controllers, but it's kind of concerning to me. I don't want to risk making that purchase meaningless, so I'm thinking that what I'm going to be doing, and I actually did play a few matches with my old controller just recently. I actually have a pretty good setup for it, which I'll explain later. But I think that what I'm going to do is switch back to my old controller for Storm 2, as disheartening as it is. And I'm going to save the new controller for other games where I don't have to worry about mashing buttons, and mashing buttons isn't a fundamental part of the game. So I'm actually using my old controller, and what I've I've done is I actually have a very small rubber band that I put on the edge of my thumb, and I actually pull it, or I push the analog stick, and then I pull the rubber band back, and part of it is on my thumb, and part of it is on the analog stick. So they're connected. You know, I can pull my thumb, and the analog stick will come back as well. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing and then pulling my thumb back, making sure that the analog stick comes back, and it's actually kind of working. It's helping a little bit. I'm still dropping some of them, but it's helping. It's an awkward kind of setup, but it works. It works, I think, more effectively than not having it on. And so that's helping me at least to do the tilt actions, which I really want to be able to do. And I'm actually a little bit... I don't know what I was actually going to say. Oh, no. I'm a little bit more relaxed with the old controller. Just because it's already broken. What do I have to lose? You know, I can mash the crap out of that thing, and what's going to happen to it? Nothing. It's already broken. You can't break something that's already broken. So, I feel more relaxed using that. When I used the new controller, I was very afraid of breaking it, and it shut down my fun with the game, and it kind of ended my gameplay. So by using the old controller, I can kind of go back and not worry about breaking my new controller. This match is coming to a close. There wasn't really a lot to talk about in this match. I think that it kind of speaks for itself. You can probably see what's going on. You can see that you're trying to kind of open up and play in this aggressive melee style. And that sometimes it just goes back and forth. You know, there's not a lot to really talk about in this particular or these particular sets. In the future, I will probably go in a little bit more depth in some of the other sets, but this one wasn't overly eventful, so I decided to kind of talk about some of the other stuff that had been going on. I hope that you enjoy the subscriber skirmish matches. The next ones will be coming up. You're probably seeing a preview of the next set that's coming right now. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to support it with a like. Don't forget to comment if there's something you'd like to comment about. And if you are not subscribed to my channel and you like this content and you want to be notified when I post new content, be sure that you subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.